These days, something has happened that has made me think of St. Thomas Becket. St. Thomas Becket, Archbishop of Canterbury in England, was martyred in the year 1170 at the high altar of his cathedral by hired assassins who thought they were obeying, pleasing, satisfying the wishes of the English king of the time, Henry II. Historians still debate whether the king actually commended them or whether they took the initiatives on their own in the belief that they would please the king. A fact that was masterfully brought to literature by Eliot, the Nobel Prize, in his extraordinary work that I recommend to everyone, Murder in the Cathedral. I have thought about this because of what has happened in an Argentinian diocese of Venado Tuerto. On August 1st, the worshippers of the ancient pre-Columbian deities in the Andes area dedicate the day to worship the Pachamama, the earth goddess, the goddess of fertility. So, this Argentinian diocese of Venado Tuerto has wanted to join in some way to this act of adoration, of veneration, of homage to the Pachamama, and has composed a prayer that has been published in the social networks, a prayer to this pagan goddess, and therefore by publishing it in the social networks, it is supposed to be asking Catholics to echo this prayer. The prayer is so awful that although it is really provocative, I apologize for reading it. It is worth knowing what it consists of to realize how far we have come to the point of derangement. This is the prayer, I repeat, published in the social networks by this Argentinian diocese. May God forgive me for reading it. Hail, Pachamama, sweet source of our life, be forever venerated. Blessed are the fruits of your womb, our daily bread. Blessed are you today and always. Look with compassion, Holy Mother, the human pack that destroys you for ambition. Blessed be your clemency, Pachamama, my earth preyed upon by madness. You are source of life and joy, Pachamama, Holy Land, our Mother, Virgin Mary. It seems unbelievable, doesn't it? It seems unbelievable that in a diocese this is published. It seems unbelievable that this pagan goddess is openly identified. All my respect to those who worship her. Everyone has the freedom to do what they think they should do in conscience, even if I do not agree with it. But that in a Catholic diocese this is done, this is written, and the prayer is finished saying this: Pachamama, Holy Land, our Mother, Virgin Mary. I am ashamed to have to say these things because it is terrible. Well, the scandal, as is logical, has been great. Then many criticisms have rained down because they have published it on Facebook. Many criticisms have rained down and they have removed the prayer from the page of the diocese. And then came an apology, which is precisely what made me think of St. Thomas Becket in 1170, because this apology is awful, and it is also worth saying exactly what they said as an apology. We want to apologize, they begin by saying. The intention was directed to communicate our communion. In short, they used the word communicate twice in a row, to communicate our communion with Francis. And what Francis says on that apostolic exhortation, Dear Amazonia, that is to say, for these gentlemen who make this blasphemous prayer and publish it. This is what pleases Pope Francis. According to them, the Pope is delighted with this blasphemous prayer. According to them, the Pope has this idea, and he enjoys that a blasphemous prayer against the Virgin Mary is made because it is necessary to be ecological. This is a lie. This is false. I'm sure that the Pope is not happy. But that is precisely the problem. That these adulators believe that the Pope is happy with a blasphemy against the Blessed Virgin Mary. They have passed the responsibility for having done this to the Pope. They have said, no, it is that we have done it because we believe that the Pope is happy, because we believe that the Pope would be happy with this. But what a degree of confusion, what a degree of absurdity there is in this church, in which people with responsibility within it, with a certain level of hierarchy, think that the Pope enjoys a blasphemous prayer against our Mother. That is precisely the problem, the dreadful confusion we live in, that makes some people offend the Blessed Virgin Mary, believing that in this way they please the Pope. They are the adulators who killed St. Thomas Becket, thinking that the King would be pleased. Well, I have to say in all honesty that the Holy Father, Pope Francis, loves Our Lady. That Pope Francis is known in public every time he enters or leaves Rome, and recently when he went for his surgical operation, he went to Santa Maria Maggiore to make a prayer of petition on the way out and of thanksgiving on the way back before the icon of Salus Populis Romani, which is the icon most loved by the Romans and which is preserved in that basilica. Repeatedly, the Pope has asked to pray the Rosary. Well then, this being so, I repeat, how is it possible that these people think that the Pope is happy with a prayer dedicated to the Pachamama published on the Facebook of the diocese, where it is said, and ends the prayer, which is a parody of the Hail Mary from the beginning to the end and some part of the Our Father, where it is ends saying, Pachamama, Holy Land, Our Mother, Virgin Mary. Let us ask the Lord to forgive these people who surely are not aware of what they have done. Let us ask the Lord to forgive them, but let us ask the Lord to please put an end, as soon as possible, to the confusion that exists in this dear church of ours. Let us ask the Lord to help us until next week, God willing.